Hello, writers. How are you? I know it's been a minute. Finally, stable. I mean, I was stable a while ago, but I just really didn't have, wasn't at a place where I felt like I was really ready to start this back up again. And I was really like gonna just drop it. But people ask me questions and I answer them in regards to my marriage and stuff. It's mostly people that know me, that don't know the full story. Always wanted to ask, but didn't. So would ask me questions and I'd answer them. And felt like that was good enough. Like God would lead make sure in my path, somebody would come along that I could share this journey of 28 years with and bless them with little nuggets of what I experienced that might help them. And then the Risa Tisa thing came. Who the fuck did I marry? Was something I said all the time. And when I started this blog several years ago, well, this vlog, I guess is kind of YouTube channel, whatever. It was because I was taking classes to get my life coaching, which I did receive, and double certified at this point. But I really did it because I thought I was ready to tell it, and then it was triggering. Because as much as I wanted to tell it, I wanted to tell it from a healing place, and I don't think I was really there. I don't think it was really there. So took some time to do life, and life be lifing, right? My life was straight lifing. So I'm in a much, much better place, heading to another better place. And a lot of things that I've learned through this process, I've wanted to share. Like there's times like I have wanted to like, oh, I should share this. This has really blessed me. This has really helped me. But then I would say it when I go home, and I wouldn't do it. So now a lot of things in my life are very different right now. Very changed. No, I'm not in a relationship. I'm not married, and it is by choice. I know that God has somebody who will get me and love and appreciate me, and I won't have to beg for what I had to beg for in my marriage. So that hasn't changed. My location has changed a couple times by choice. And God's just been opening doors, and I've just been walking through, and it's just, there's been some mountains and some valleys, and like I said, life be lifing. And right now I am in a place of healing and transition. There's a lot of things that God gave me that are coming to pass, and I'm excited about those things. And I'm learning still too. Like, to be honest, there are days when I literally feel like I'm 30 something years old, or 25, 30, because I've had to relearn things as a single person, not as just 5 people's mother, right? And somebody's grandmother, which I'm very much am. I love every minute of it. If I could spend every day with my kids, I would, because I think they're pretty freaking awesome people. But I also know that I need them to do their thing. I need them to live their life, which was one of the reasons why I relocated, was so I could give some space and let my people do their thing, which I'm excited about. And very grateful I've been able to do that, because not a lot of women in my position could do what I'm able to do right now for my kids and for myself. so that we all, because they have healing to do too. They've got healing and growing and all that to do, and I need to be able to be available. But space, because I am not a helicopter mom, but I am very much, you call me, I'm there. Something comes up, I'm there. Anything if I can do it, I'm there, right? And I'm good with that, but I really needed to give people space and give them room to grow. They don't need me to be there 24/7 because they know I could be there if they need me. So that's been going on. That and like I said, walking through doors and picking up blessings and making some changes to my life and myself. And it's just been scary sometimes, but I am liking it. I look forward wherever my husband is, because I'm too daggum old to be somebody's freaking girlfriend. So wherever he is, I look forward to that relationship. But I also know there's certain things that I want in my life already before that person comes along or whatever. They might already be in my life and I don't know it. I don't know. I'm lifing. For real. I'm like really lifing right now. And it's interesting. Anyway, video I decided to do today because I got dressed to go to an event, and NAACP event tonight. And last time when I went to another event, I said, oh, when I go home, I should do a video because I already have makeup on and I'm already dressed. And I don't always have to have on makeup and all that, but I don't think I've done any of my videos like, you know, face and dressed and all that. So I thought before I go wash all this off and jump in my feety jammies, climb on my sofa and watch an anime, I thought I'd talk to you and share some stuff with you today. So something came up tonight and I wanted to talk about it. I don't know in what order this is going to play because I kind of wanted to start back on my relationship with Lion, but this is something, it happened a while ago. I want to say 7 months ago or so. I had gone out with somebody that I recategorized as a friend. And decided that friend was where they needed to remain. Relationship was not an option. So friend was where they were going to stay. And I'm good with that. Like, I think that's one of the problems that Lion had with me, was because I am good with being a male's friend. I do not have to be, you are not an option in my life if I put you in the friend category. If I put you in the friend category, you're gonna remain there. It is, if I put you there, it's because I don't see there's no option. None. Not that you're not a great person. Not that you don't have great qualities. Just for me, it's not an option. And this particular person I happen to have known for a while was put in friend category. I friended him intentionally, not because at the time that I thought he was a bad person, but because of a relationship with another friend that I thought had more of a prospect for that person and was going in the same direction that person was going than I was. And hey, you know, I'm not really a girlfriend's friend. Like you're not gonna see me with a bunch of females hanging out. If you do, I bet you better check. There's probably 1 or 2 of them that are friends, but everybody else is probably my kids. I'll be honest. They're probably my kids. They're probably my girls, you know? So if you see me with a bunch of females, I promise you 4 of them are probably my daughters. And the other if there's somebody outside of those four, it's probably one, maybe two people that are my female friends. So I don't really do the female thing because it gets catty, and that's kind of where this went. So longtime friend thought this person was a better prospect for them. Thought the relationship would be interesting to try out, but no, and I also I'm gonna be upfront with you in that I'm not jumping into bed with everybody. I'm jumped into bed with nobody. In the last 30 years, I've been with one man. So, and I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. I didn't feel I needed to compete with him because he done went and done. He was doing it before we were divorced. So I didn't feel I needed to compete with him, even though people are like, oh, you know how to get over somebody, you get under somebody. And I was just like, that's not who I am. That is not who God created me to be. Did I have my whole season? I did. It was before I met that man. Wish it never happened, but it did. And that's where I was at that time. I was the walking wounded. So, but I'm not now. I'm not the walking wounded. So I don't need to have somebody pumping on me for me to feel better about myself. I feel fantastic about myself. Like everybody else, I have those areas where I look at stuff and I'm like, I need to tighten that up, or I need to do this and do that. And don't be surprised, I may wind up getting a tummy tuck. It's something I've always wanted. I've had 6 children. I've actually been pregnant more than that, but to go to birth and delivery, I've had 6 children, and I'm 53 now. And I love wearing, I got at least 15 bikinis, maybe 2 one pieces, maybe 2. I like hanging out at the beach. I love being in the sun. I love being out. I love water. I want to feel good in my skin. And in general, I do. Just my kangaroo pouch is not my friend right now. It's just not. And I'm not going to sit up here and fake the funk with nobody. I just know that's something that I want to get taken care of. Outside of that, I feel great about myself. I'm growing and changing and making moves and growing up in areas that I had been withheld from in order so that I would not outgrow my ex-husband. So now I'm having to pick up that stuff and do this all over again. So for me, it's like, I feel great about myself. I just felt like that other person was better suited for somebody else who was going in a different direction than I was. And so I'm not going to tell the whole story because it will give too much information, and I'm not going to put this person in a position where they could even try and glorify their behavior in any way, or okay their behavior in any way. So anyway, went out with this particular person thinking it was going to be me, this person, and some other people, a business event, and I was just tagging along because I wanted to go to the concert, but it was an absolute setup. And I do want to say, females, women, be careful. Just be careful. Not all men are bad men, but many men have bad intentions. And there should have been several clues that let me know that that person was not in their right mind. I think they had a couple of drinks and had smoked some weed before they even met up with me. But I should have went with what said, take your black ass home. And I didn't. I kept saying, it'll be okay. It'll be fine. Long story short, no, it was not. It was, I really can't give a lot of details because it will just tell too much about who the person is. So anyway, there was some lies told. I found out there was some lies told. I kind of rolled with it and went to dinner. Things seemed to be okay. But when it went time to go get drinks, I was like, things might not be okay. But when it went time for us to go our separate ways, for me to go to my car, which I intentionally wanted to make sure that I was in my car and that person was their car, because this was not that. This was not, we was not going nightcap it at your house tonight. It was not happening. Not at all. I don't care how much I had to drink. It was not going to happen. So I was very intentional about what I ate and what I drank to make sure that I was able to take care of myself. And it's a good thing that I did, because the conversation in the car went left. And once the person made the statement, asked me questions about my celibacy and why I chose that, and I answered, and it was a good conversation at first. And I don't care. People ask me, I don't have a problem with it. I'll tell anybody that asks. I don't have a problem with it. You know, why I've chosen that, and where I'm at with that, and, you know, what do I see for myself in that, and how do I manage being celibate all this time. Gym helps. There's a lot of things that help. But I have so many things going on in my life that I'm excited about, that I think that putting it on a shelf, I haven't put it away. Oh, believe me, I make sure Kit Kat Girl is taken care of, but I don't have to have a male companion right now, because I want the right male companion. I don't need somebody for right now. I need somebody for forever. And I want, and I will have that. I'm not wasting my time with Mr. for today or tomorrow. I need Mr. Forever. And he's out there. He'll show up when it's time for him to show up. Right now, I have things to do any freaking way. So the conversation was kind of that, and I was kind of making that statement. Not being nasty. I was just like, hey, look, I'm so good. How can you be so good? Because I'm good. I'm good. I don't even know how to explain it. And the person made the statement that you just haven't met the right person. I was like, you're right. I'm looking for a spouse. And the comment was like, you know, why would you want to jump in a spouse? Don't you want to know, when you want to sleep with somebody and know, you know, what they're like in bed, and why would you want to be jumping right back in a relationship? I'm not jumping into anything. Unless, like, I'm not going to fall in love. I'm going to walk my ass right into it. And I'm not going to fall into a relationship. I'm going to walk into it. Eyes open this time. Heart healed, ready to give love and receive, but I don't need to fall into anything, especially in bed with somebody. I don't need to. My ex caused enough damage. I do not need to give somebody the opportunity to cause more. So it was like a kind of a conversation of just friends, just talking. Like, I was purely comfortable with the conversation. I didn't have any problem with the questions he was asking. They did not in any way make me feel uncomfortable or make me feel like he was out of line. No, I didn't have a problem with that. Where it got out of line was when I could see the move was being made. Thank God we're in a car. The move was being made, and I was like, no, I told you, this is not happening. We can be friends. I'm sure you don't need a lot of friends. I'm sure women falling all over you. You got all the looks and all that. I'm sure they do. But no, I'm good with friends. If you're not good with friends, that's okay. It's fine. Take my ass home. And that, I don't think it was taken offensive, but I think it was just like, now you want this. And I was like, no, I do not. And he attempted to do a few things to try and make me think that I wanted. And I was like, I don't. I'm good. And once the statement was made and the body language was, you just need somebody to take it. And then proceeded to come over to do so. That's when I said, we're done. And I grabbed my shit and ran like a bat out of hell. And if I have to fight you off of me and you cannot get the freaking point, something wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. So I say that because I do not live in this big, huge community, right? Where I stay, the Cocoa Browns, ain't a whole bunch of Cocoa Browns. And I knew that eventually I would probably cross paths with this person. And it's taken me some time. I have intentionally withdrawn myself because I took a couple steps back. That really wounded me. It didn't put me off of men. It was like an absolute light. Actually, you don't have a husband. You don't have a protector. You don't, I mean, to be honest, my ex wasn't that much of a protector anyway, but you don't have a protector. You don't have anybody looking out for you. You out here by yourself. What are you thinking? You know, you out here hanging with dude like y'all been friends for 50 years. I was so upset with myself. I was so angry with myself because it really could have gone badly. But I had to take a step back, and it did take the wind out of me. It hurt me. There's more to it, and I'm not going to go into it, but it was a rough couple months. It was a rough couple of months. And what's weird is I had like several days of being angry at my ex, like beyond angry. Just like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was just in anger of, I don't even want to be out here like this. Like, though the fact, the dude's a narcissist. I've been trying to not say that word, but it is a fact. I used to say, people used to ask me during my marriage, they used to say, I don't understand why you will not leave this man. And I kept saying, the devil I know is better than the devil I don't know. Such a mind screw of how Saturday night of how if you are in an abusive relationship, you often don't see certain things. And I mean, like, I hear, when I say it now back to myself, I'm like, dang, Ash, what were you thinking? Like, you were basically saying, I'm good with this Satan. I don't want to know no other. Like, as if everybody outside that door was Satan. No, just this guy. Just that guy. Every guy is not the spawn of Satan. You know, not everybody is, but my mind was just so, my self-esteem, everything about me was so, like, afraid. The base of it was absolute fear. So I did have a couple, a little bit. It was a good maybe 45 days, of just being angry. I was really angry. I was angry at the fact that he would do that. I was angry at the fact that somebody I think I would thought that respect women absolute does not. I promise you I'm not the only one. I'm probably the only one that stuck with her no. Because I'm pretty sure the rest of them were, you know, he's really good looking. He has a lot going for him in his life. So I'm pretty sure that the other women were intimidated by that and went along with it. But you didn't intimidate me. Nah, I did not. I actually was ashamed of him. I was ashamed for him. So it took me a minute. It took the wind out of my sails for a minute, but for a minute, like I have a good, I have a great boss. I have less friends because I did lose a couple friends because of this. I have less friends, but the ones I have are good friends. And I literally have not given them all the full story. I've given them as much as I felt comfortable sharing, and the support has been great. So I go tonight, and I don't even know what nickname I could give him. I don't know what nickname to give him. I don't even know. I can't get it because everything I would say would give the person away. So, I don't know. Home dude, I guess. We'll go with home dude. Home dude was there. And I was socially moving around the room, and I was with my group, and, you know, getting our foods at our table, talking, applauding, doing all the things you do at a charity event or, you know, at an event. And then after taking pictures, I heard the voice before I saw the person. And I had taken off my glasses because it's time for me to get new glasses, and I done messed these glasses up horribly. Not the best with glasses. I'm getting better. Not the best with glasses. But instantly, all the breath went out of me. Sad to say. I'm sad to admit that, but it did. All the breath went out of me. The blessing was, I wasn't taken back to that moment. I just felt that feeling of, damn. Damn. You're in my space. Again. So I just kept walking. And a couple of people that know what happened or aware of what happened were there, and, you know, my demeanor changed. Yeah, it did for a little bit. But I was definitely not at any point going to let that person rob me of the peace that I found with that situation. Because to be honest, that was an attempted rape. I consider that to be a sexual assault, to be honest. That was a sexual assault. I have been actually raped before I met my husband. And I know that I can survive just about anything. If I can survive that, I can survive just about anything. So I had to keep reminding myself. I'm like, Ashley, you've survived child molestation, rape, kidnapped. You can survive an abusive relationship, physical abusive relationship, mental abusive relationship, being a single mother. Damn it, I can survive anything. You will not give this person space. And it took me a little bit, but I'm good. I'm good. and I will continue to move forward. And should I run and encounter that person again, there's no need for us to speak. We don't run in the same circles. We run in the same community, but we don't run in the same circles, so there's no reason for us to speak. So I'm good. I'm fine. I'm fine. I hope he gets the healing he needs. I hope he gets the help he needs at some point. And I hope anybody that has encountered this person has had the experience probably worse than mine. I actually do hope that they get the help they need to. But, so, I said all that to share about that, to talk about being able to bounce back, knowing that you can do this, like you can endure this. If I've learned nothing from my extensively long marriage, that I never saw that coming. I never saw me getting divorced. My friend and coach, Lori, has a book called I Never Saw That Coming. And before I even read the book, I wasn't divorced. I was still married, and it just hurt me, like, you know, certain parts of her explaining about, you know, not seeing what was right in front of your face, but not expecting, like I would not have expected that was what was going to happen. And in my marriage, I never expected I would be 53 and single. Like, never. I don't know if there's anybody else out there, but I don't know if you actually could say that, but I never thought, not one moment in my life did I think I would be sitting here 53 and no husband. Nope. I literally thought we would be on a wraparound porch somewhere in 2 rocking chairs, not at 53, but you know what I mean, sipping lemonade, holding hands. That's what I thought. I thought we were going to be that testimony couple that made it through, that had a rough time, but we made it through. That's not what happened. That's not what God intended. That's not where life has ended. But I've made it through. I'm making it through. I'm still, like I said, life is lifing. It's not over. I'm still going through stuff. I still have the challenges like everybody else, but I am getting through, and you can too. I know it doesn't feel like it sometimes. Oh my gosh, I know how. Sometimes it takes everything, and would take everything in me for me to get up and just go pee. Like, go pee. I would hold my pee because I didn't want to get out of the bed. I'm being honest. Some people talk, oh, sorry, did brush your teeth. I didn't freaking want to go pee. Would hold it. Because as soon as I pulled those covers down or I got out of the bed, then it was like, oh, here it is. You can do this. You've got this. You got it. There's plenty of people, women and men, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram. You know, I'm not really, the social media crap sometimes is ridiculous, but you can make it what, you know, you can find the community you need often. And I'm saying that to say that there's plenty of people out here who have been hit with a freaking Mack truck by unbelievable circumstances in relationships and life, and they still keep going. It does not mean that I ain't limping. It does not mean that I don't have moments of crying. It does not mean that I sometimes have to like say, come on, girl, get it together, put your drawers on, and let's get it going. It doesn't mean that. But it means you can do it. I am nobody special. And if I can do that, and I tell you that story to tell you that life ain't stopped lifing for me. But guess what? I am here. I'm here. God is still good today, tomorrow, and forever. And that ain't stopped. So you can be okay. All right? Thanks for spending this time with me. I really went over by about 10 minutes, but hopefully you picked up some kind of nugget from this. God bless you. I'll probably be in the same clothes for the next video. And then I'm going to go wash my face and put on my feety jammas and go to bed. All right. Well, God bless you. Have a good day, afternoon, or evening. Know that you are entirely more blessed than you may even know. And if you at all are feeling suicidal, I will make sure that at the end of the video or posted below is the information to call the suicide hotline. Don't be ashamed. Sometimes we need a lifeline. I did at one point in my life. If it will help you, reach out. If nothing else and you just need somebody to talk to, you just want to ask a question, you are more than welcome to post a comment, send me a message. I will respond. God bless. Good night.